Welcome to Company Showcase, an advertising feature on howestreet.com.
I'm Jim Goddard. I'm speaking with Jim Pettit, CEO and President of Aben Resources. Welcome back, Jim.
Thank you very much, Jim.
Busy summer for Aben Resources?
It's gearing up now, yep. I just got the crew up there last week. Got the camp set up, a few kinks and things that had to be ironed out, but they're out there working. They're in the field. They're testing, ground truthing existing targets that we want to drill. We're just trying to prove them up even more. And they're looking for new targets, too. Now we've got the wealth of knowledge from all the drilling. We've overlaid all the geophysics and all the mag anomalies. Some of these are controlling mineralization. Plus, there's more faults. We know a lot more about the faults in the area than we did before, and it's allowed us to think we're a little smarter than we have been the last few years. So we're going to move back into the north boundary area, but across the valley floor, where we think that there's probably an area there that's ripe for drilling. We do know that on surface there's all kinds of high-grade samples that we've already picked out of there last year, and I mean, surface rock samples, lots of samples. And the grade variation is like from 10 grams to 43.5 grams gold, 29 grams silver, up to 46 grams silver. And as far as copper goes, too, there's copper there. 1.3% copper up to 4.6% copper. So there's something very active in this one area, which is, just not even 500 meters south of North Boundary. It's across the valley floor, so it's across the Nelson Creek Fault. And what's got us excited is one hole we did drill last year from the North Boundary side of the fault, which is the east side. We drilled underneath through the Nelson Creek Fault, and the end of that hole ended in mineralization. 17 meters of it, 0.3% copper, 2.5 gram silver, and 1.2 gram gold. It's there. It's downhole. It's directly underneath where all the surface samples were taken, and that's an area of about 300 meters. So there's lots of ideas for us right there to accomplish. And then we've also got some new areas a little further south, but there are faults, coming in at different angles and crossing. And it's an area and then it also shows the geophysical anomalies just in the right spot. Very, very like a mirror image of the North Boundary high-grade mineralized zone. So we've got some areas to test for sure. We'll probably start off with about 2,000 meters of drilling later in August and go from there. This new zone we're looking at that's mineralized on surface and has also the downhole analytics that are very helpful to us. That area, that's how we found the North Boundary zone. Sampling on top, on surface, and outcrop as well, and then drilled underneath it, and 3 holes were really quite spectacular. The third hole was 38 grams over 10 meters in one section. There was, altogether, there was 4 zones in that one hole that were all very high grade, up to 22 grams, up to 38.7 grams. I mean, it was really quite an impressive hole. So, I think we could be looking at something similar. This is an area where it's just downhill from a major scree covered outcrop that is a big geophysical anomaly we didn't test last year because it is covered in scree. But it could be what's providing a certain alteration that makes the North Boundary high grade and the South Boundary lower grade. The potassic alteration diminishes as you head south. So we are suitably impressed and very hopeful.
Jim, for people new to Aben Resources, who's behind the company? What's it all about?
Well, there's myself, Tim Tremundi, Ron Nedlitsky, Cornell McDowell. There's, we're the team that really runs it. As far as shares outstanding, there's 117.5 million shares outstanding. Fully diluted is 168. So there's lots of warrants. If we're fortunate enough, we can get the stock reacts in a good gold market. We could get a lot of the warrants taken down this season. Market capitalization is 8 to 9 million. I've got almost 2 million in the treasury right now. When it comes time to drill, to the latter part of August, I'll probably do another raise there for drilling. But I can start drilling first without doing it. If we have really good success, I will raise some money right away and we'll increase the amount we're going to drill. That's what we did 2 years ago. Exactly this. As far as where are we listed, the TSX Venture Exchange in Canada, the bourse in Frankfurt is ABNAF, and down in the United States, it's on the OTCQB, it's E2L2.
Where can people get more information about Aben?
Great new website, abnresources.com. It's totally new. It's totally up and running. It's got some, it's got some really good graphics on it so you can follow what we're going to do for drilling.
Has the virus crisis caused any problems in BC's Golden Triangle for your explorers?
No, not problems. It's just, like the way I set up this season, I'm sending a geologic team up top. They're all geologists, and they're doing the surface sampling, mapping, and prospecting and all that to fine-tune targets. And, when we do get the drill going, we're going to move, like we've got the camp up on top. So those guys are not interacting with the community in any way, shape, or form. And we'll eventually, when we get the drill going, we're only permitted for, I think, 8 people up top. And with the cook and whatnot, that we've got what we need up there. The camp will grow, and so we're going to move it down to the Bob Quinn airstrip where the trailer park is. And I've got a couple of trailers rented. That's what I've had the last 3 years. It's a perfect place. We'll need a helicopter every day to get the crews up and down, but it's a very efficient way to operate. And I think most companies are taking into consideration where they're staying, the shift changes. You got to be careful, make sure the guys are shift changing and they're leaving the community and going home for a week and then coming back, and then they're going straight up the mountain.
Jim, thank you so much for the update.
My pleasure. Good talking to you.
My guest has been Jim Pettit, CEO and President of Aben Resources. I'm Jim Goddard. Our conversation took place on July 28th.
Comments made on Company Showcase are an expression of opinion only and should not be construed in any manner whatsoever as recommendations to buy or sell any financial instrument at any time. Archived online at howestreet.com. Company Showcase is a production of How Street Media Incorporated.